Okay, let's look at guard rolling. Guard rolling is a really important movement in defending our back. Okay, it will allow us to start turning and moving, okay, while trying to put our back in a safe position again. Okay, it can be a tricky movement, especially for beginners, but you need to practice it a lot and get used to doing this, because as I roll here, okay, I can learn to hide my back right as I've exposed it. Okay, so whether Neil was passing my guard here or trying to hold me down, okay, it allows me to go as if I'm going to turtle, okay, but not stopping, and then roll over my shoulder, okay, and try to get back to some sort of guard position to start to play again. Okay, so that'll be the basic idea. Let's look at the details. Okay, so let's say Neil's on my side here. Okay, the arm that we want to block off here, okay, is the one that's going to try to control my hips, or the one that would be trying to control the underhook. Okay, so I want to turn to my side. Okay, I'm going to start looking over my right shoulder, because that's where the choking arm is going to be coming from. You try to go for the choke, okay? I'm going to look over my shoulder here, okay, keeping my head down flat to the mat, okay, and I want to try to free my hip. Okay, so the biggest difference here, guys, will be if his arm is stuck in. Okay, now your hip will be stuck and you won't be able to do the guard roll. Okay, so you want to keep the underhooked arm, or the arm that's blocking your hips, okay, away here. Okay, while I keep my elbow tight. Okay, so I'm not reaching my arm up in the air here, making lots of space. I'm keeping my elbow tight. My head is tied to the mat here. Okay, and I'm starting to go to my knees. Okay, but I'm making sure that my hip is free here. Okay, and he's not wrapped over the top. From this position, okay, you lift your knees off of the mat and you try to duck your head back through where you came from before. Okay, so I'm on this side here. I start turning away. And I'm going to try to duck my head through. Okay, at the same time, I spring my toes off the mat. Okay, I'm going to roll over my shoulder. Whoa. Okay, you have to open your legs as wide as you can. Okay, so that you have a big scope to catch your partner in. Okay, when I roll over my shoulder here, okay, I want as big a guard as possible. If Neil backs away for a second, okay, the guard needs to be as wide as possible so it's hard for him to pass. Okay, if I recover and my guard is very narrow, okay, you can see it'll be easier for him to start recovering. So when you roll, look, I don't want to keep my knees tight together. Okay, the guard will be narrow and also much easier for him to join his hands, like so. So when we guard roll, we free our hip. Okay, we go up onto our shoulder, knees off the mat, duck our head. Okay, and then you try to spread your legs as wide as you can. Okay, ideally, you can catch him into a closed guard. Okay, or if he tries to hug underneath my legs, okay, my guard will be super wide here. I can be heavy with my hips and look to pummel my legs inside. Okay, we can't stay like this where we get stacked. Okay, we have to, hold me please. We have to get heavy and get our hip back to the mat. Okay, now I can pummel legs inside and recover. Okay, so this should all be one smooth movement when you're trying to do it. Here, I turn and make sure my hip is free, lifting my hips off the mat, knees off the mat. Then I tuck my head in and then try to spread my legs as wide as possible here. Okay, and look to start recovering to get legs inside. Okay, this can be done from being in the turtle position. Okay, as long as your hip is free. Okay, again, this is the key to being able to roll. Okay, if your hip is controlled, when you try to roll, you'll just stay where you are. Okay, so if you're already turtled here, as long as your hip is free, okay, you can try to roll and then recover with the partner back in front of you. Okay, so really important movement, guys, for escaping the back and learning to escape the back while you're moving. Sometimes it's just not possible to turn in towards someone. Okay, you have to turn away from them to expose your back for a minute and then learn to hide it, or maybe go for the roll over, trap their arm. Okay, but we never just turn away, okay, and just lock up here and do nothing. Okay, we're either turning away to try to roll back to our guard, okay, or we're turning away to try to trap his arm and then roll him over. Okay, we're never just going to our knees to the turtle to just do nothing. Okay, we want to keep moving, be able to defend our back as we go. And if he starts to put in hooks, then we start looking for our sequences for when the hooks come in. We'll always try to move, always try to defend the back without just staying static and getting locked in the turtle. That's classic beginner mistake. Always try to keep moving. So yeah.